Cheers, beautiful people. Welcome back to Aged in Oak. My name is John. Hey, one of my favorite bottles, favorite profiles really, is the Beam profile, and especially the Booker's profile. So a few weeks back, I got the 2025-03, the Jerry's batch, and I haven't had a chance to review it, rank it yet. So I'm going to take a second here and review and rank the Jerry's batch. So a little bit of information on the Jerry's batch. This is 124.7 proof. It's 7 years, 4 months, and 21 days. And this batch is named after a gentleman by the name of Jerry Dalton. Jerry Dalton kind of stepped into the role of master distiller. Not really he actually did step into the role of master distiller between Booker and Fred. Fred wasn't quite ready, according to the information on this card. He wasn't quite ready, so Jerry stepped into the role of master distiller to bridge the gap between Booker and Fred. This bottle is a tribute to Jerry. So let's go ahead and get this in a glass. And while I do, please remember, if you like the stuff that I'm putting out, please click the subscribe button, click on the like, comment on it, share it with your friends. And let's get into this Jerry's batch. Okay, wow, that's a really deep, dark nose. It's very Booker's-esque, the nose, but it feels a little, the nose feels a little deeper than most Bookers. It, for lack of a better way of saying it, because like I said, my nose isn't the greatest. It definitely smells like a Beam product, and I get a little bit of peanut on the nose. I get oak on the nose. I get the slightest little bit of caramel. I do get vanilla. Okay, let's get this on the palate. Oh, wow. Okay, I will say this. If memory serves, this might be my favorite, at least on that initial one. Maybe I'm speaking too prematurely. Let's let that first sip, that acclimation sip, sit for a second, and then we'll go in for a second one. You might hear some cats in the background, just cats, right? Okay, second try. Oh yeah. Okay. So I have to say that I've got all of the Bookers from the Jimmy's batch up to the Jerry's batch, and I also have the Beam House batch. And I would say of those, probably my favorite is the Jimmy's batch. But I would say that maybe in second place is coming this one. But yeah, that's pretty doggone good. I mean, it's got the Booker's profile, that peanut shell feel. It's really good. Let's get this on the nose and the palate again real quick, and we'll get a ranking. Let's give the nose. I'm going to give the nose as 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. I think that's a good score for the nose. Pretty classic Bookers on the palate. It's got some deep flavors. It's got the caramel. It's got the vanilla. It's got that Beam peanut. sometimes with the beam, sometimes I get the peanut shell, and sometimes I get like you just ground some peanuts into peanut butter. And this kind of rides right between there. And then once the peanut goes away, then that oak just rides in and it just takes over. And if you're anything like me, you really like that aspect. I love the oak on it. It's slightly drying, not too bad. It's not as drying as some things I've had, but yeah, that's really good. So for a palate, I'm gonna give that palate. I mean, it's a good palate. It's not a fantastic palate, but it's a good palate, and it's very Booker's. Um, let's give that palate also a 7.5. And then the finish. The finish isn't super long. It's a good finish, but it's not really complex. Mostly what I get on the finish is a little bit of the peanut and a whole lot of the oak, which I like, but because it's not super complex, I think I'm just going to give that a 7. So let me do the math here real quick. Okay, that comes out to an overall score of 7.3. All right, 7.3 out of 10. And like I said, I don't have a whole lot of... I've only been on my journey for about 2 years now, and I got into Booker's kind of late in my journey, about a year ago, and I got the Jimmy's batch rather, and oh, that Jimmy's batch was so good, and then after that I believe was the Berries batch, and that was a good pour as well. But I think of the ones I've got, I would say that this one probably comes in as my number 2. I kind of wish I had some of the older ones, and maybe at some point I'll be able to try some of those older ones, because I'm really looking forward to see how they compare to something like this, or even to the Jimmy's batch. This one is pretty good, at least for me. Now, I suppose if I had some of those older batches, this one probably wouldn't stand up as much, because I've heard some really, really good things about those older batches. Find yourself a bottle of Booker's that you love, and crack that baby open, share it with your friends, and until we talk again, cheers, my friends.